Tonight we have this is the Board of Health meeting, Zoom meeting, and it is also being recorded. As for those who are present, Elizabeth Kirkpatrick.
Elizabeth Kirkpatrick present.
Marcia Lewis.
Marcia Lewis present.
Paul Schubert present. We'll come to order. Tonight, it should be a fairly straightforward meeting. We have on the agenda 246 North Main Street. It's a septic upgrade using IA technology, Presby Enviro Septic, and presenting will be Morse Engineering, and I believe Paul Gunn is joining us. This is one of the newer designs, I believe, so I will turn it over to Pam.
Hi, and Paul, I'll share my screen. Doing that right now. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. Paul, would you like to present the plan?
Yeah, absolutely. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes, please just introduce yourself for the board.
Absolutely. So just for the record, my name is Paul Gunn. I'm a design engineer at Morse Engineering, here to present the septic design for 246 North Main Street. So the site is currently a developed 4-bedroom single-family dwelling that is served by a cesspool. That cesspool is considered to be in a state of failure as soil testing determined that it was within the groundwater table. We are proposing to upgrade the cesspool with a new septic tank and a Presby EnviroSeptic leaching field that is to flow by gravity. The design makes use of several of the innovative and alternative system credits like reduction to groundwater and reduction in leaching field size, and also requests a local upgrade approval for the use of a sieve analysis in the sea horizon. Soil testing on site determined the sea horizon was simply too wet to perk, hence the request and the use of a sieve.
Okay, are there any discussion or comments from the board?
Excuse me, I do have one question, Paul. Over here, do you have to put in some kind of like a clean out here or something where it's not a straight shot to the V-box?
Not typically. We usually put cleanouts in between the tank and the building because that has solids.
Okay.
And especially with the filter on the tank, we don't usually put cleanouts on that bend, but we certainly could if the board would like.
Now I was just double checking. That should be okay.
So if there's no comments, I just wanted to add, so this is really a newer technology that we're probably going to be seeing across town. This is kind of a filter system and a almost like, I think it was like a modified leaching field. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, so it operates under a lot of the similar technology of the infiltrator chambers, but instead of using chambers, it uses the pipes embedded in sand. But a lot of the design philosophy is the same, and they're both categorized under the same umbrella by DEP as an innovative or alternative system.
So are you seeing more of this in the South Shore area? Because I know a lot of the towns like Norwell has a lot of like clay, which prohibits or limits the leach fields. Are you seeing more of these designs coming out?
Yeah, I would actually say right now we're designing a lot more Presbys than we used to. In a lot of ways, they're more flexible than either the conventional crushed stone or the infiltrator chambers. Their main kind of allure is that in the event of a mounded system, the profile on a Presby is about 6 inches shorter than it would be on a chamber system. So a lot of the times you can get a smaller mound for a similar price point and effectiveness. So yeah, we see them a lot more commonly now in repairs, not so much on new construction, but certainly on upgrades.
So like up here with a failed system, they put these in.
Exactly. Yeah, they offer a lot of flexibility, so you can get something appropriately sized. And as of so far, I mean, I know I've been designing them since at least 2017. Greg Morse has been putting them for longer, and we've had very few issues with any of them.
And can you upgrade a system like this to make it for more bedroom use? So in other words, if you have a 4-bedroom, could you put in a 6-bedroom if you put in a larger system that would be
You
more
can
effective than a
use
cesspool, for example?
you can use Presbys for new construction, but you know, like any other system, you couldn't ask for any local upgrade approvals. So like in this case, we couldn't request the sieve. You also don't get as many of the technology credits. So in an upgrade scenario, Presby has a 2-foot separation from groundwater to the bottom of the system. In new construction or an increase in flow, you couldn't do that. You'd have to do the full 4 feet.
Got it. Okay, thanks. Any other comments from the board? So I would ask for a motion to approve the local upgrade approval under 310 CMR 15.405. Parenthesis I, to allow a sieve analysis in lieu of a percolation test. And to approve the septic system design plan for 246 North Main Street dated 11/2/2023.
Okay, I'll make a motion for local upgrade approval under 310 CMR 15.405I to allow a sieve analysis in LEA of a percolation test and to approve the septic system design plan for 246 North Main Street dated 11/2/23.
And is there a second?
I second.
Excellent. That's for a roll call vote. Elizabeth,
Elizabeth Kirkpatrick, aye.
Marcia,
Marcia Lewis, I.
Paul Schubert, aye. The motion passes. There are no in the affirmative, and it's unanimous. Thank you, Paul, for coming in and presenting.
And you just want to approve the plan now too.
I'd ask for a motion to approve the septic system design plan for 246 North Main Street, dated 11/2/23.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the septic system design plan for 246 North Main Street dated 11/2/23.
Is there a second?
I second.
And all in favor, roll call vote. Elizabeth,
Elizabeth Kirkpatrick, aye.
Marcia,
Marcia Lewis, I.
and Paul Schubert, aye. The motion passes unanimously. Yeah, I didn't realize there were two separate motions, one for the upgrade, one for the design. Okay. Thank you, Paul, for presenting and giving us a little more information on these systems. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. So next up is approval of the minutes from November 7, 2023. Is there a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from November 7th, 2023.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor, roll call vote. Elizabeth,
Elizabeth Kirkpatrick, aye.
Marcia,
Marcia Lewis, I.
and Paul Schubert, aye. The motion passes unanimously. Next up is the next meeting date. I think we're probably going to be getting into January. I am on call January 3rd. So we can either do the 4th or anytime. Actually, I can do 4th, 5th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think Tuesdays seem to work, don't they?
I'm pretty flexible.
Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday is the 2nd.
Sorry, wrong year. Hold on.
Right.
Sorry, yeah. So Tuesday I'm on call, that second. Would the 9th work?
Or I'm free the 3rd, 4th, or 3rd or 4th, as you suggested as well.
Okay, you want to do the 3rd?
Sure. that
Elizabeth?
works.
Checking here, yeah, yes, that should work.
Okay, so Pam, is the 3rd work?
Yep, so that's Wednesday, January 3rd, right?
Yep, Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024, 6 p.m. still works?
Wait, can I just check one thing? I might not be able to do the 3rd. Sorry about that. I'll look at my little calendar thing here. Yeah, Wednesday, January. Oh, actually, that's okay. I can do it.
That'll work? Okay.
Yeah.
And a quick, just again, a show of hands. The virtual meetings still work and there's no problem with that?
Fine for me.
I prefer it.
Okay, I do too. It
Honestly.
makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Good. I think until the Commonwealth says we can't do it, I think I'm still, oh, I think I just lost you guys.
Nope, we see you.
No, we still see you.
See
We're
you.
We're still here.
Where am I?
We see you,
Um,
we hear you.
We can see you. Hi.
There we go. Until the Commonwealth says we can't do it, I prefer these, so I think we'll keep doing these
Okay.
virtually.
Yeah,
Next
as a
up,
resident in Milton, I'm very grateful that we're doing it online.
it really, even at work, it makes it so much easier when you have, a large group you can get together and get all the information out there, which I think is one of the good things of the pandemic, I guess.
Yep.
Next up, the Public Health Director report.
Let's see. So this month in December is just really a big push, trying to get everybody permitted. So it's just Amy and I kind of going through every day, looking at to see who applied and, write back to them when they didn't pay or, they owe us information or something. And so it's a big permitting, sending people messages and trying to get that all through. And then also we're a little bit behind for doing, food inspections. The person that helps us do it is Brian Flynn. He's a food inspector that used to be the town of Norwell's public health director for 30 years, but he's been in food inspector for 40 years. And he comes into town and he's actually had some health concerns and issues this year himself. So we're doing a big push. I'm going to join him next week and we're going to try to knock off the supermarkets and maybe to do it like 2 times next week so we can get it all done by the end of the year. I think we're going to make it, but we're just a little bit behind. And that's
Okay.
really it right now. That's our big focus.
Okay, great. And next up, I guess, Mary's away, is that right?
Right. Her daughter got
Oh.
married this past Saturday, so she's recuperating this week. I think all
I
went
s-
well, but I think it was exhausting,
Yeah. Well, that's good news. The only comment I have is that there's a safe harbor breakfast on January 11th, 2024, 9:15 a.m. at the Lightkeeper's house. So if anyone wants to go, I think that's available. I think it's their first event of the year, so it's a kickoff for the year. And the only other thing we had mentioned before we started just discussing with it's never too late to get the vaccines out there for flu, RSV over the age of 60, and the COVID new boosters. We are starting to see it at South Shore a rising increase in COVID. RSV is just starting to show, and the flu is just starting to show. So as we head into the kind of the typical flu season around Christmas time, it's best to be, vaccinated beforehand because that'll be the next wave we'll see with all the respiratory viruses that'll be hitting. Any comments from the board?
Nope.
Okay, so I think we'll see each other in January. Happy New Year and have a good bunch
Happy
of holiday
holidays.
season. Stay healthy. Again, it's never too late to get vaccinated before the big push of holiday conglomerations of
All
get-togethers.
vaccinated.
Good.
Vaccinated
too.
times 3.
And at this point, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a
I
second?
second. I second.
And a roll call vote. Elizabeth,
Elizabeth Kirkpatrick, aye.
Marcia,
Marcia Lewis, aye.
Paul Schubert, aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everybody, and see you in
Okay.
January.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.